Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Valorant. Valorant is the latest title made by Riot Games. You know, that company that made League of Legends, arguably the biggest esport title in the world, so you might have heard about them. Well, this is the company's first FPS game. As of this recording, closed beta keys are available through Twitch by watching a stream and hoping you get lucky with RNG to get the key. This method of giving out keys seems like a bad idea to me, but I get why they're doing it this way. With server capacity being low and with the hype of the game being so big, this is one of the effective ways to give out keys while keeping the servers in check. Valorant has said that they're working on bringing up this server capacity up, But enough ranting, I don't have a better idea on how to fix the key system, so you do you, Riot. The gameplay of Valorant is not the norm, for lack of a better description of it. The gameplay is like Overwatch and CSGO that seems to favor a bit more of the CSGO gameplay. Currently there's only one mode, which is basically SND, where you take a spike and try to disintegrate the map in a giant sphere-like thing. It's a best out of 24 rounds to win. The similarities it shares with Overwatch is that it offers a selection of characters, each with different playstyles and abilities. The art style of the game is a bit cartoonish, but not to the point where it's like Overwatch. And the similarities basically stop there. But one more thing to point out is that the gameplay is not heavily reliant on your abilities. The point of your abilities is to aid you in trying to get kills with your aim, except for some exceptions like Sona's ult and Raze. But in my opinion, it is not like Overwatch where your abilities dictate a game-winning move on their own. Maybe except for Sage with her ult and Raze with her ult, but... The similarities it shares with CSGO is that it's very reliant on aim and spray patterns. Almost all the weapons have a CSGO equivalent in how they act. Also, the gameplay mimics C versus CT as stated above. The way you gather weapons is basically the same way as needing to collect currency to purchase weapons. More money you gain for winning and less for losing. The economy is very similar to CSGO's system of economy. There are currently 3 maps in Valorant. There are Haven, the only map to have 3 spike plant points. Split, the map that almost everyone hates for its repetitive nature and only having 2 options in attacking. And Bind, basically Portal 2 and Dusk 2. I don't know how else to describe it. Haven is a really good map in my opinion. It has lots of options in terms of entrances and defending spots to make the match interesting. It looks like Hanamura from Overwatch, just more balanced and way bigger. Site A is composed of some tunnels and a long site. Site B is in the middle, filled with the boxes and 3 entrances. And Site C is composed of 2 entrances. One is short and the other is long. Split for me and the majority of the people that I've played with is the worst map in Valorant in our opinion. With only 2 ways to attack and little variation in how the attack is going to occur, it's just going to be a repetitive game for the entirety of it. It is comprised of 2 places to plant the spike. Site A is a pain to go through in the beginning of the game because pretty much the only way of getting there is through a tiny hallway. And Site B has 2 places to enter, one is through the middle and a small hallway near B. Bind is a really good map in my opinion. The way that it's laid out and how the teleport mechanic works makes all type of weapons viable on this map, shotguns to snipers. The map consists of again 2 points with 2 points of entry each and multiple ways to combine those entrances. Overall, this is my favorite map. The characters in this game are diverse. I'm going to try to explain them by comparing them to other characters in other games. Each character has different playstyles and abilities, and the characters are classified as sentinels, duelists, controllers, and initiators in the game. The characters are currently composed of She is like Junkrat. Her abilities are Blast Packs, Paint Shells, Bomb Bot, oh and yeah, that overpowered RPG as an ultimate known as Showstopper. Basically Hanzo. Abilities are Shock Bolt, Owl Drone, Recon Bolt, and an ultimate of Hanzo's Hunter's Fury. The most mobile character in the game. Her abilities include Updraft, Tailwind, Cloudburst, and an ultimate of Blade Storm. Oh yeah, and apparently her Nikes give her the passive of falling slowly, so no fall damage. Basically a firebender from the Avatar. His abilities are Curveball, Blaze, Hot Hands, and an ultimate of Run It Back. Something to note is that all his abilities except for his ultimate are double-edged swords, so look out for that. Sage is like Mercy and Mei from Overwatch. Her abilities are Slow Orb, Healing Orb, Barrier Orb, aka Ice Wall, and an ultimate of Resurrection. I can't think of an equivalent to her. Her abilities are Poison Cloud, Toxic Screen, Snake Bite, and an ultimate of Viper's Pit. Basically a bigger Poison Cloud. Oh, and her abilities cannot be used if you run out of gas. Even if you have a little bit, you're gonna run out of fumes. So take a note. His abilities include Flashpoint, Fault Line, Aftershock, and his ultimate Rolling Thunder. Basically an earthquake that launches you into the air and visually stuns you. Cypher is like a cooler McCree. His abilities are Cyber Cage, Spy Cam, Trap Wire, and his ultimate is Neutral Threat, basically wall hacks. Omen is like Reaper, but less edgy. Just slightly though. His abilities are Paranoia, Dark Cover, Shroud Step, and his ultimate is From the Shadows. Basically, no clipping. Brimstone has no brim on his hat. That's all I got. His abilities include Incendiary, Sky Smoke, Stim Beam, and Orbital Strike for his ult. Most likely not. Yes and no.